Alright, let's see what happens in the last 5 turns now. Alright, 4 for Yoshi. Alright, let's see if he can swim away here. No! Alright, Wario's gonna get a 9. Alright, he's answering the question. He gets all the items he can carry. A warp block, cellular shopper, and a skeleton key. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and bring out my Boo Bell now. Thankfully, I do have enough coins that I could use to steal away a stars. Oh, because I'm really far off the lead, I have no choice but to do that. And since Yoshi's the one in first place, I'm gonna steal a star away from him. Alright, so we're kind of getting back on the right track right there with that star steal. So I am up to 2 right now, and I'm gonna get an 8. Alright, now, before I make my decision about where to go, let me just take a look at the board here. Okay. So I'm gonna go up. And let's pick the red button now. Okay, we're safe. Alright, it's a 4 for Waluigi. Now he's doing a Game Guy mini game. So he has to put in all his coins. Alright, what's he playing? It's Game Guy's Lucky 7. Alright. Anyways, let's see how he does. Alright, Game Guy gets a 3 right there. Only a 1 for Waluigi. Alright. So looks like Game Guy's second number is going to be a 2. What's Waluigi getting on his second number? A 4. And it looks like they ended up tying right there. But even so, it will still give Waluigi that win. So he does double his money right there to 94 coins. Alright, off to a 4-player minigame, and it's Awful Tower. Thankfully, I have been pretty decent at this lately, so I should feel pretty confident here in trying to win it. Ah, jeez, we just got hit by the hammer. Got it! That is how I roll. Alright, now we have 4 more turns left, and it's 1 for Yoshi. Wario's gonna bring out his cellular shopper. He's calling Toad Shop. Oh man, he's going for a magic lamp. I thought so, especially considering how much money he has. Now Wario and Waluigi are challenging each other to a duel since they're on the same space. They're wagering 21 coins each. And they're going to play Tick Tock Hop. And Waluigi takes that win. And from where Wario just landed at, he's now going to be doing a Game Guy mini game. So he's got to put in all his coins. What's he playing? Game Guy's Magic Boxes. Like always on this one, is a 50-50 chance to win. But let's see if Wario can find the right chest that has Toad inside. He's going with the right one. And he's right. Now Wario can choose to double his money again if he wants to. And he's going for it. Alright, let's see if Wario can go 2 for 2 here. This time he's picking the left chest. And he got it right. And he has one more opportunity to try to double his money again. But it looks like he's choosing to stop. So he gets 4 times that amount of money for what he had, bringing him up to 184 coins. My goodness. Alright, we're gonna get a 3. And it's a 2 for Waluigi. Alright, on to a 4-player minigame, and this time it's Mario's Puzzle Party. Alright, let's see what happens here. Got a very easy combo already. And there's another easy combo there as well. Trying to be very careful of where I'm putting my blocks right now. I'm already feeling the pressure here. Alright, at least I got a good combo there. Or a good combo. Let's see how Wario got out. Oh! Looks like Yoshi wins it. The moment where I saw Wario got out, I didn't realize that he didn't have very many points compared to the rest of us right there. I don't know exactly the point when he got out right here, all because I was trying to focus on my own board out there. But nothing really matters about that. But anyways, we're now on the last 3 turns at this moment. And now Yoshi and Waluigi are challenging each other to a duel since they're on the same space. And they're choosing to risk 11 coins each. And they're playing Baby Bowser Bonkers. Oh, it's a draw! So both Yoshi and Waluigi get to keep their coins for what they wagered. Now Wario's gonna bring out his magic lamp here. Oh boy. I'm just pretty worried right now that I might not have a chance to try to catch up like this. But I'm literally trying. So now that's going to be Wario's 4th star. Looks like the next star is going to be over there. And it's 1 right there for Wario. He's answering the question. And he gets a rare item. Oh, the barter box. We gotta try to be very careful with that. Alright, it's a 3 for Roll this time. Alright, 2 for Waluigi. He gets the 25 coins in the bank. Alright, on a 4-player minigame, and it's aces high. Alright, here we go. Oh, Wario got out very fast there. Alright, there goes Waluigi. So now it's down to me and Yoshi. Oh, shoot! We got hit there. I'm not feeling good about this. Yeah, Yoshi's gonna get the win. So nothing much I could do on that one, but it's okay. So we still have 2 more turns left, and it's going to be a 4 for Yoshi. Oh boy! Wario's going to bring out the barter box, and he's going to choose to switch items with me. So now I'm not going to have a chance here to use that reverse mushroom that I have. We'll have to see if I could possibly make a good use of the warp block instead of what I now have. Alright, it's going to be stealing a star away from Yoshi. So now Wario's up to 5 stars, which it does put him in the lead. Okay. Let me check the map right here very quickly. I need to think this through right here a little bit. Okay. So, most of my opponents are kind of near the area of where the star is. So, for where I'm at, I think this would be a good opportunity here for me to use this warp block. Alright. Hopefully I get a good person here that I can switch with. Oh, I switched with Wario! And that was the only person I didn't want to switch with. Son of a biscuit. Alright, we do get a 1. The question is, do I go for Game Guy and risk trying to go for more money? Or should I play it safe with the blue space? I think I'd rather play things safe with the blue space. I don't really want to risk trying to go for more money like this. I'm just a little bit too nervous. Alright, 6 for Waluigi. Alright, he's answering the question. Alright, let's get one item. And it's a Bowser phone. Hi, 1 versus 3, and it's gonna be River Raiders again. And now this time I'm pairing up with Yoshi and Wario. Let's just still see if we can get a decent amount of coins out here on the team side. I ran right into a log in the end right there, but that didn't really matter. We still did really, really well as we got 28 coins. Alright, now it's time for the last turn, and Yoshi gets 1, and we have a battle. Alright, what's it gonna be? 20 each. Alright, we're playing all fired up. Alright, here we go. Oh, Wario and Yoshi already got out so fast, so it's down to me and Waluigi. Oh, shoot! I just got burned, and that's gonna give the win to Waluigi. But we're still gonna at least get some money for coming in second. We do get 24 coins overall there. Alright, 7 for Wario. That minigame is not held on the last turn. Okay. Let's just go ahead and toss away that skeleton key. I don't really see much point in it now since the game is just about over. Alright, 3. It won't really matter too much whether if we swim away or not, since it is the last turn, but I'm still gonna do it anyway. Alright, Waluigi's gonna be bringing out the Bowser phone. He's gonna use that on Wario. Oh, the Bowser's coin potluck. All of us have to hand over 30 apiece. Alright, 3 for Waluigi, always getting him blocked, and he gets a skeleton key from that, but it's just pretty much pointless, all because this is the last turn, like I said. Alright, we're gonna finish it off with a 4-player minigame. Oh, it's Chip Shot Challenge, alright. So, this is gonna be a good minigame to finish things off with here. Alright, time to play some golf. Alright, Wario's the one that's going first. And he ends up getting a hole in one. Wow. Alright, now let's see how Waluigi does. He gets a hole in one as well. Alright, now on the Yoshi. He couldn't quite do it. Alright, now it is my turn. I'm going right here. What? How in the world did I miss that? You gotta be kidding me. So it looks like Wario and Waluigi get that win. And according to these results right here, we sadly won't be able to have a chance to win like this no matter what. So that is pretty terrible for how well we did out there. But let's just go and get to the final results here. Alright, anyways, here's our stars. So, Wario did have the most of those in the end with 5. Waluigi had 4, Yoshi had 3, and I had 2. Alright, now let's check out our coins. Waluigi had the most of those in the end with 177. Alright, let's get to the bonus stars. We're gonna start off with the minigame star, and that's gonna go to me. Alright, heading to the coin star. That's gonna go to Waluigi. And lastly, we have the happening star. That's gonna go to me and Yoshi. Alright, now let's see who the winner is. It's not Yoshi, and we already know for a fact it's not me. It's Waluigi. So Waluigi is the winner of this game. Even though we didn't have any chance to win in the end, we at least got 3rd place right there, which is better than last. So I'm at least satisfied on that. So we tried everything we could right here to win this game, but just wasn't the kind of game that we were hoping for out there. But either way, it was still pretty fun. But anyways, let's go and check out our detailed results before we wrap things up for the segment. So I had a mini game by 67 over Yoshi, and then it looks like Waluigi had coin by 7 over Wario. Yoshi landed on the most blue spaces. Me and Wario tied each other for the most red spaces, as we both had 3, Yoshi had 1, and Waluigi was the only one that didn't even land on a single red space. And me and Yoshi had happening by 1 over Wario. Waluigi was the only one that landed on chance time space. Waluigi landed on the most Bowser spaces with 3. Me and Wario had 1, and Yoshi was the only one that didn't even land on a single Bowser space. Yoshi landed on the most battle spaces with 2. Me and Wario had 1, and Waluigi was the only one that didn't even land on a single battle space. Wario landed on the most item spaces. Everyone had a bank space but Yoshi. And Wario and Waluigi had 1 game guy space, while me and Yoshi didn't land on any of them. So yeah. So not the kind of game that we were hoping for, like I said, but as long as we still had a pretty good time out there, that's just all that matters. Even if we didn't really have any chance to win in the end. But that's all you can really do about that sometimes. Alright, so anyways, that is going to do it for Mario Party 3 for the Nintendo 64 as part of my 27th birthday special. But we still have some more games to play, and I will see you all for the next segment right after this, so stay tuned.